Hello friends, Jennifer Pearson here with a walkthrough of the Gift of Life Tarot. What you're going to see in a second is just a series of the images in sets of 3 of the cards. What you're seeing now is the guidebook and the card backs, and I'll talk a little bit about the guidebooks in a minute. But I'm only going to show the card titles on the first 2 cards. And that is simply because of the way my own camera dealt with the images. It's a really fine script that she uses for the titles, and my my camera just kind of ends up erasing it. But anyway, a super cool deck, as you can see, a photographic deck. The images come from 11 different countries, and they are images that were taken between 2007 and 2015 by Alice Smeets. If you are interested in any more information, I will have more information down in the description box, along with a link for where you can find it if you would like to get it now. Any blurriness that you see in these images, other than the obvious, like something that's in the background or there's movement, is my photographic issues, not Alice's. These are incredibly sharp, beautiful photographs. Oh, I'm just trying to think of what else to say. You know, there's always a question, I think, with indie decks, whether something is simply an art deck. And I would say no with this. I think it's highly readable. I may eventually trim off the card associations, not because there's anything wrong, you know, with them, but it might make the deck a little bit smaller and easier for my hands. However, I will say this, Alice has used a different cardstock than she did with the Ghetto Tarot, and this deck is, even though it's larger, it's easily shuffleable. I think I used a side shuffle with it. It's easy enough to shuffle. That's not an issue with this deck. I was kind of curious as I was going through this deck. There are some situations where there's a man instead of a woman on a card, etc. And so I looked at the gender, and we have, and I'm going to compare it to the Rider-Waite-Smith. So male cards 43 for this deck and 44 for a Rider-Waite-Smith. Female for a Rider-Waite-Smith is 15, and for Gift of Life is 28. And then cards featuring both is 4, and 4 in a Rider-Waite-Smith and 3 in this deck. And cards featuring neither is 3 in a Rider-Waite-Smith and 3 in this deck and 11 in a Rider-Waite-Smith. So there's that. And I can see here that I'm kind of running out of time with my quick little flip through here, these slides of the cards. So I'm just going to leave it there. I don't think this is strictly an art deck. I think it's highly usable, both in terms of it being shuffleable and the images, even if you used it as an oracle instead of a tarot. But I don't see why you couldn't use it as a tarot deck. There are some variations from the Rider-Waite-Smith meanings. You know, the 8 of fire is not 8 people or 8 arrows or anything. But I feel like the spirit of the cards are definitely represented. So I'm going to shut up now and let you enjoy the very last seconds of the slides. Bye-bye.